Hello, my name is Kelly McCown. I'm the teacher, author, and owner of Teaching Math and More LLC. Today on the Teaching Math and More channel, we are talking about how to use math lesson videos to teach students as part of a flipped classroom or co-teaching strategy for your classroom. What the best way to use video in the classroom is, how to manage math videos, and best practices you can apply to your classroom for higher student learning gains. This video is part 4 of our video series about what's co-teaching. Using a video math lesson in the classroom can be an option for teachers who don't have a second teacher in their classroom to co-teach with. What's considered a math video lesson? Let's define what it is and what it isn't so that you can get clear on how to implement math video lessons in your classroom too. Let's look at 5 things that aren't math video lessons first. Math video lessons are not the following. They are not Zoom meetings that you have to schedule out on the calendar ahead of time. They are not tutoring sessions that you require your students to attend weekly. They are not online live teachings after school hours. Just say no to after hours teaching. They are not teacher one-on-ones, and they are not face-to-face videos of you talking about math. No, that's not helpful. Let's talk about what math video lessons should include for higher learning gains. Math video lessons are content that is grade level appropriate for your students about concepts that they need to learn. Students are actively engaged in note-taking to take responsibility of their own learning process. Students are actively engaged in learning new math skills for better understanding and reviewing old ones that they need to relearn. Students are actively practicing a math skill with a worksheet that correlates with the math video lesson. You'll notice the girl in the picture is actively involved while watching the video. Nothing is passive about this. Make sure your video has students actively note-taking to retain knowledge, or actively answering questions on paper, or actively practicing a math skill with a worksheet. It's not a sit and listen, but rather a sit and do along with me video that scaffolds the learning to the student. Math video lessons fall under the category of scaffolded practice. The focus of the math video lessons should be students are hearing the math video lesson, students are seeing the math video lesson, and students are doing an activity along with the video lesson. This is one of my favorite quotes from Confucius. I hear and I forget, I see and I remember, I do and I understand. Students will be hearing, seeing, and doing when they are watching and interacting with a math video lesson. There are many ways to use math video lessons. First, at-home learning when using math video lessons are part of your flipped classroom method. Second, as a math station using a computer or iPad to instruct students. Third, as a method of reteaching math concepts that students need to know for their grade level. And fourth, as review for an assessment. Lastly, having your math video lessons ready for absent students cuts back on your workload. Let's work smarter, not harder. Let's look at how you can manage your math video lessons. First, you'll want to set up a system. How will your students watch the math video lessons? Which ones do you want them to watch? Second, you'll want to have accountability built in. How will your students practice or take notes? And will they be checked after they watch the video? Lastly, will your students watch the videos in class or at home? If students don't have a computer at home, how will they watch the math video lesson at home? These are all great things to consider before starting your endeavor with math video lessons. Best practices for using math video lessons in the classroom are 1. To first pre-watch the math video lessons you assign your students or make the videos yourself. Second, have coordinating notes or activities to go with the video lesson so that students make the most learning gains from the video. And lastly, remember to make it easy for yourself. This doesn't have to be something that takes more of your time. Find or use math video lessons that make sense for you and your students' learning gains. There are math video lessons available for using in your classroom. Teaching Math and More has a library of videos inside the math curriculum sets. For more information about math videos available, check out our website at teachingmathandmore.com. There is a solution to the problem of how to co-teach. Try teaching with some of these flipped classroom strategies in your classroom. If you don't have a physical teacher who is in your classroom but have access to computers, then you can plan for increased student learning gains and performance when you use these strategies. Grab the Guide to Math Co-Teaching notes for this series today. It's a 5-part series on how to co-teach math lessons in the classroom. Each quick 6-minute video will give you tips, strategies, and resources to develop a co-teaching plan for your classroom. Learn how to use flipped classroom techniques, math video lessons, and more. Included are the on-demand notes, the Math Mastery poster, foldable notes, and more. Get clear on how to help your students with best practices for math co-teaching. For more information about the Math Co-Teaching video series, be sure to check out the description of this video. Thank you for subscribing to our channel, and we'll see you next time for part 5 of the Math Co-Teaching series.